Now, before I proceed on with my video, if anyone who's watching this is interested in earning extra income from home, then I encourage you to watch to the end. It may be beneficial for you and your family, seeing that we are heading into an upcoming recession. Yes, folks, a recession. So, if you want to know more, something that's legit, not scammy, then please, I implore you to watch to the end. Now, back to our video. Taken from the words of Mick Jagger, you can't always get what you want. Let's discuss. Hey everyone, and welcome to Celebrity Style Magazine, the YouTube channel, and the future home of Celebrity Style Magazine.com. The place of entertainment, current events, and the latest celebrity tea. Whether it's your favorite actor or actress, or your most admired hip hop artist, we will delve into the buffoonery of these here celebrities. Most of you, sure enough, are aware that another viral video has dropped here on YouTube. Now, before I continue with my commentary, I have to ask myself this question: is this video real or not? Because apparently, fake viral skits are now the norm, or people looking to capitalize on this shit. But let's just say I'm just gonna throw that question out of there. Now, the video in question that we're speaking about is this one, and I would say that this, before I continue again, I'm sorry, I would say that, due to the nature of this whole flown out culture, especially during the past year or two, particularly during the pandemic, a lot of women find themselves being flowed out, i.e., Dubai. Well, in this video here, you have a young lady who is hell upset that the Negro that flew her out to where he's at, well, she found herself back in this nigga's car being flued back to the airport. And why? Well, it's the obvious, of course. Check this out.
Look, yo, she done flew all the way out here.
You really gonna record me?
Nah, I'm recording this shit. They need to know.
You really gonna record me?
Nah, they need to know. I done flew her all the way out to LA. She
Nigga,
don't give me
you
no
lame.
cheeks.
Nigga, you lame.
We been FaceTiming. Come on, we been FaceTiming every day.
I don't give a fuck.
No, we been FaceTiming every day.
And you really taking me all the way back to the fucking airport? You really taking me back to the airport?
You on the phone? Yes, you going to the fucking airport. Yes, you going
and
to the
you taking me back to the airport because of what? Tell me why.
You didn't give me no cheeks.
Nigga, I'm not fucking obligated to give you no what?
I flew you out.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, you're lame as fuck. No, you're lame as fuck. No, you're fucking lame. You're lame. Just take me to the fucking airport. Just get me there. Just get me there.
Walk around my crib, titties out, and stuff like that, taking showers in my shower.
Nigga, it's my body. What are you talking about?
I don't care. You can't.
I don't have to give you my coochie. Are you okay?
No.
I don't have to give you my coochie.
Laying in my bed? No. You about to get dropped off.
Nigga.
At the airport.
Oh, I don't even know why the fuck I came here.
Look, she didn't want to give me no cheeks.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Stop recording me.
She didn't want to give me no cheeks.
Stop recording me, nigga.
Don't fly her out.
Give me the phone.
Watch out. Don't touch my phone.
Stop recording me.
No. Don't fly her out. Look, don't fly her out.
Bruh, you...
She ain't trying to call no cheeks. I've been FaceTiming her.
This is my cheeks, nigga. This is my ass and my coochie. What are you talking about?
I've been FaceTiming her for 2 months.
I don't have to give you... Nigga, just get me there. I don't care, nigga. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about none of that shit.
Meet out on FaceTime. She been flirting and stuff. You want a free trip.
You wanted to whip your wiener out, nigga. I ain't asked you to put it in the fucking camera.
Okay, I'm about to whip over here and drop your ass up, too.
Whatever, nigga. Just get me there.
Now, let me first start off by saying I'm going to give credit where credit is due, for this woman is really attractive. It seemed when it comes to certain women, let's see, what's a good example? Storm Monroe. Taken from the words of Storm Monroe, she has that exotical tax look. Yeah, shout out to him. But no, in all seriousness, folks, this seems to be a very, not seems, but she is, a very attractive woman. who looks or who gives the facade as if she has everything together. But now, if I remember correctly from other videos, I think this woman came from Indiana. She came to Indiana. She was flirting with some guy in LA, all the way over on the West Coast. I don't know how long. He said something about FaceTiming and flirting and all this type of shit. And when she arrived, taking showers, laying in his bed. I think he made reference to her walking around the house naked or showing her stuff. I'm not sure. You guys put that down in the comments below. But in all, this is ridiculous. Now, as I said before, we don't know if this video is even real or not, because as I said in the past, I would say maybe a couple of weeks or so, the whole fake viral skit thing has been the rage for people to get, as I said, I can't stand this word, clout, to go viral, to make themselves famous, to put their name out there, this, that, and the third. Well, as I stated before as well, this type of thing isn't unusual because there is, or I should say, there are women who are just being flown nilly-willy all over the place, and they think that they can finesse a brother by, having them fly out to wherever, the guy is at, and that's it. Fun times and conversation. No. These women are old enough to know, come on now, these women are old enough to know the real reason on why men like this woman here is being flown out. And they're doing this, this whole back and forth, about, why, she's being flown back and why he's doing it. Also, he's making a point to film her as some type of PSA to warn other men to stay away from bitches like her. Not my words, but some of these men, describe these IG models. Now I wonder, is she an IG model? Well, that's besides the point. The point is, she's being flown out she was flown out by this guy, and now she's being flown back because he wanted her to give it up. As he stated, he wanted some cheeks, and she wasn't going to provide that. In all fairness, this woman does not have to give anything that this man wants. But at the same time, this woman should realize why, the real reason why, she's being flown out here. Now, before I continue with the video, let's just say, again, I also want to give a fair PSA to all you ladies and men, because he is in no fault to this either. Why are we doing this knowing damn well either one of you know what's going to happen and the result isn't what you want? Again, but I'm just going to throw that out there. Now, let's continue on with this here said video.
Yeah, I don't even know why the fuck I came here. I don't even know why I came here.
You came either.
You're a lame ass nigga. You're a lame ass nigga. You a lame ass nigga.
You shouldn't even came. You knew you wasn't that shit. You shouldn't even came. You should have said
you can't get no coochie?
What?
You flew me out here to get coochie?
Yes. I did.
Nigga, come on.
Yes, I flew you out for the coach.
It's cool. You're lame.
I flew you out for the coach.
You're lame. And I will never talk to you again.
Alright, well, you ain't gotta talk to me again. I'm just letting you know.
Nigga, just get me there.
Alright, whatever.
The fuck?
Hey, y'all about to drop her ass off, dog.
Yeah, drop me off, nigga.
Y'all ever see her out, don't fly her out.
Drop me off, nigga. Don't worry about it.
Man,
don't worry about it.
You dumb. Don't care. You dumb. You getting dropped off.
I don't care, nigga.
Watch out.
The fuck?
That shit kind of, I'm just saying that shit.
No, you're lame.
No, I'm saying
you're really lame.
No, I'm saying what you did was lame.
What was lame?
What you did.
Because I don't want to give up my coochie to
we
you.
on the phone, FaceTime.
Nigga, you're weird.
Nigga,
you're weird.
I flew you out. I
don't
paid
give a fuck, nigga. I could have paid for my own shit, and I still would not have gave you no coochie. So what are you talking about?
Whatever.
Nigga, you're no, nigga, you lame as fuck. No, you lame as fuck.
I fly her out. pay for her food. She want to take a shower, walk around in my room with a towel on. But I can't get the cheeks though. I can't get the cheeks though.
You thirsty nigga. You a thirsty nigga.
Right here, Spirit Airlines.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Your little ticket at Spirit Airlines.
What you mean?
Your ass here.
What you mean pay for my little ticket at?
I paid for your ticket to get here. Who else paid for your ticket to get? I paid for it.
Nigga, whatever. Just get me out this fucking car. Cause you're lame as fuck.
Whatever. I'm about to get out of my shit.
Before you fucking crash and burn us. Get me the fuck out of here. You lame ass nigga, cause you ain't get no fucking coochie.
Get out.
Nigga,
get out my car.
Whatever. Just
get out my car.
Just make sure you give me my fucking confirmation number.
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
Ain't no confirmation number. I canceled the flight. I canceled your flight. Buy your own ticket. You been trying to come through cheeks? Nah.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I ain't getting your bag. Here, your bag right there.
I came here with nothing. Are you
serious? Cool. Go. I'm dead serious. You ain't want to give me no cheeks? You got a deal.
Nigga, you're lame as fuck. Because you can't get no coochie.
I'm saying you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not paying for your ticket. I'm not paying for none of that shit.
I don't care about none of that shit. You're lame as fuck. Hey. You can't get no pussy.
Alright, buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. You gotta buy your own ticket now. Fly yourself out.
As I watched the video, I could tell, this is my gut, this is how I'm reading this. This woman, this very pretty young woman, seems to be a bit on the embarrassed side. I mean, come on, she's being recorded on her way back to the airport from a guy that had flown her out. Now, what makes her, and I'm going to start with her first, I'm sorry ladies, but I'm going to start with her first. What makes this kind of pathetic is she just keeps repeating, you know, he's lame, you know, because she wouldn't give up the coochie because he flown her out. But I don't know what's there to expect. And what was the overall result of, you know, of her being flown out to where he's at? And then as for him, he just kept saying, oh, you wouldn't give me any cheeks. You wouldn't give me any cheeks. And he paid for her flight. Oh, and to correct myself, she didn't say that she was walking around his place naked. No. He did say, you know, they were FaceTiming, I think flirting, and that she's taking a shower, laying in his bed, this, then the third, and walking around freely with a towel on. Okay, so I have to apologize for that. She wasn't naked, but she did have a towel on. But I don't know, I don't understand. And again, I do not understand for the life of me, why was she so upset? Ma'am, you're out there, excuse me, he paid for you to come out there. Okay? You guys were flirting, apparently, you know, taking showers, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-woo. She mentioned something about him pulling out his Johnson or something. And that rightfully so, as I said before in my video, in this video here, excuse me, that she doesn't give up her coochie if she doesn't want to. I don't understand why people cannot, I mean, we're all adults. Look, we're all adults here. If she didn't want to give up the ass, she didn't have to. Okay, if he said he wanted to pull his D out and do whatever with it to her, seeing that he was funding this whole trip, and you guys were flirting, I mean, what were you going to expect? He's lame, he's this, he's that, and you know, if she had the money, which I have to question if she had, you know, any money, she still wasn't going to give him up, still wasn't going to give up her lovely bodily parts. But I mean, so now what? You're being filmed, okay? And you know, good thing in a way he did film this, because let's say she would have went back to her state of Indiana, because if I remember hearing correctly, I think that's where she's from. She could did a Me Too on him. Now, as for this guy, he should have stated from the jump what this was going to be. No one communicated this. Okay, no one communicated this. You got pissed and you sent her back packing. Shout out to Jada Black, but he said something about he needs some red pill philosophy. Probably. I'm more in agreement with Miss Pink Book Lessons. Pink Book Lessons, excuse me. Another shout out to another good content creator. Dude sounded as if he needed a intervention. But either way, both these parties, in my opinion, are wrong because y'all are strangers. Y'all don't know who is what. What your background is. You don't know if either one of them had a criminal record, because there are stories of women being flown somewhere for some money and she doesn't make it back, or you hear scenarios of guys hooking with a pretty woman at a club and he doesn't make it back alive. So to me, this is more of a safety issue. People have to learn how to be safe out here in these streets. If you want to be flown out, okay, be flown out, but you have to expect what's coming next. Don't leave anyone hanging. And guys, you want to spend all this money without verbally communicating what you want from this woman. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to open up your mouths, say something. I'm not really endorsing this whole flown out culture because, again, to me, I see this as a safety hazard. That's what I'm looking for. Safety hazard. No one's taking their lives seriously. They're just looking to finesse someone, and the guy getting just sex. I'm besides words, because when I see stuff like this, it's like, I can't believe that that this has now become a culture, this has become a norm. And if you don't believe me, I have some other footages this is all courtesy of Lovely T. I was able to nab these footages of women who unfortunately were put out because why? The obvious.
All the way up. So let me explain to y'all. Let me explain to y'all the story. I flew this way from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Been talking to her on Instagram for months. You feel me? I done spent damn near 5 G's on this. She talking about she don't want nobody touch her. Man, you got me up. You mean, well, you can leave. First of all, hold up. First she talking about she don't even fly Spirit, right? Talking about she don't fly Spirit. No. Okay, so I get her Delta. That's damn near 600-700 last minute, right? Okay. So plus her bags, check-in, all that shit. We go get her the Uber, all that shit. Then I'm damn near at 2 G's already. So we get here. First night, I'm being a whole gentleman. I've been a whole gentleman. Have you not? Have I not been a gentleman to you though? Have I not did anything? But you should have knew what it was if I flew you out here though.
I don't want.
Why come out here then?
What do you mean?
So y'all, this is the Instagram model. You know what? I ain't gonna even be no petty ass. Put your name on there like that.
You are being petty because you're recording me.
Okay, so why the would you come halfway across the country knowing you didn't want to on that?
You though.
I ain't say you did. You know what it was though. You knew what it was.
You want to spend money.
I spent 5 G's on you. What you talking about?
That's what you.
5 G's. What you talking about? So look, she did. Oh, let me talk. Shut up. Then we about to go eat, right? So Shawty told me she hungry. So Shawty, call him. Pack all this shit. I'll help you leave. Pack all this bum up. Pack all this shit. Pack all that shit up. It's not even about the. It's really about the money because it ain't about nothing. You feel me? It ain't about nothing. So listen. We get off the fight. Let me tell the story. We get off the fight. Okay. So I'm like, we went back to the room. She like, I'm hungry. I'm like, all right, well, let's go to a little restaurant or something. I'm trying to get her something to eat. She like, oh, no, I only eat the best. I want some crab legs. That's another. So we go to the restaurant. I spent damn near ordering steak, motherfucking crab legs. I'm buying all that shit though. Being a pure gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Being a real. So I spent damn near 5 G's on this shit already. Who you want? You can leave.
Yeah,
you can go. Yes, I'll help you. Pack this shit up. You can get the all out. Get all your shit. Pack all it. It's already packed. Yes. Tell him how much money I spent though. Tell him how much money I spent. I can get some. It ain't enough for me to call. I got another coming through. I got another coming through so you can leave. You can get the out. Get your shit. Get your shit. Been here 2 days. 2 days talking about, oh, I don't want nobody touching me. Ain't on her period. None of that. Put your shoes on. Ain't on her period, nothing. What you do? You gonna whip me? What you gonna do, beat me up? Please, come on now. Get your goofy ass out of here. You got me all the way up. All right. Like, you better chill. Like, you know, they don't really get on your ass for that. Can you get the out? Can you get the out? Can you get the? I can get my way any day, baby. That money nothing, baby. I hope that 5 G's was worth it. Lame, man. You look, y'all put your Instagram on here, y'all. If we keep talking, I'm gonna tell everybody what your Instagram is. Yes, please leave. Get the out. Bye. 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 Bye.
Why are you recording me?
Bye.
What's the point
Get back home.
You look stupid.
Catch your ass over. Where you going? You don't even know where the you
Don't worry about where I'm going.
Bye.
Don't worry about where I'm going.
Okay, bye. Get your bum ass out of here.
Yo, fam, she's pregnant.
How you gonna do that for me? No, that's not right. Don't make me fly you out. Yes. And do that? Like, come on.
She's pregnant, fam.
What do you mean she's pregnant? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Nah, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. No, you're not.
Relax, fam. She's pregnant.
What age you think this is? You're stupid. Oh, yeah. No, you're good. Nah, you're good. No, what are you doing, man? Yeah, you really gonna do it? Yes, stop playing on Instagram. Stop playing on Instagram. Stop.
Watch out.
Okay, you just viewed those couple of clips right there. And before I wrap this whole saga up, let me just also stress to you ladies that when you're traveling, okay, make sure you bring some extra funds with you, or just bring money with you in general, because you don't know what may happen. I mean, this is really laughable. It's laughable, but it's not. Okay, so she gets out the car and she tells him, look, just give me my confirmation number. Excuse me. Now, remember in the video, I said that when she, told him, well, if she had money, she would have bought her own ticket. Excuse me, no. She would have buy her own ticket, and she still wouldn't give me any coochie. But interestingly enough, coming towards the end of the video, when she tells him, oh, just give me my confirmation number, and he said, there's no confirmation number, I cancel out the flight. And what does she say? Oh, I didn't come out here with anything. Now, didn't you just say not too long ago in the car that she would bought her own ticket and still weren't giving him anything? That was a lie, because she wasn't planning on buying nothing herself. Again, she tried to finesse dude, let him pay for everything, and I mean everything. But what she ended up with was nothing. Now, moving on from that, those other 2 clips. Now, the last one, I think that was in, I'm not sure which airport or where that exactly was at, but I couldn't quite get the last one. Excuse me. She's arguing with this guy. I don't know if he flew her out. I don't know. Someone mentioned the background that she's pregnant. Back and forth. She tries to get into his truck. About 2-3 times she would have been in, but dude was fast enough until he eventually took out her rolling luggage and threw it at the side of the on the side of the road. And her, like the I guess the tough girl she is, she tried to make him get her bag. Mind you, they claim that she's pregnant. That right there, I won't say comical, but it's like, girl, really? Are you serious? Are you serious? Then you have the one other clip, face the IG model. I guess I don't know if she's a model or what, but you're on IG. The dude blurred out her name. He blurred out her face. Didn't mention her name. I'm not sure if he did or not. But if you watch throughout the duration of the video, you can hear through her voice that she found this whole shit amusing. You know, he's kicking her out the hotel room. Where you gonna go? What you gonna do? I mean, again, women out here trying to finesse dudes, and I have a gut feeling, I have a strong feeling that men are picking up on this, and they ain't vying for the bullshit. You think this is funny? Y'all get your keys in, y'all get your laughs in. But at the end of the day, I won't be surprised if we hear another story like this of someone being flown out. Either party may end up being severely hurt, or worse yet, dead. So the rule of the thumb is, ladies and gentlemen, because I also want to share something towards the end which can benefit you ladies and you men out there, because I said we're approaching a recession, is that we all need to be safe out here and take this shit seriously. You're going to be flown out, make sure you have reservations. Also, to both parties, y'all need to openly communicate what's going to be done with the time being spent with that gentleman. Don't get flown out expecting that you ain't going to do nothing. Good times and conversation? I think not. So, before I wrap up this video, as I said in the beginning, we are unfortunately, we're dealing with inflation, and we're soon going to be approaching a recession. All of us need some type of protection to help us go through this thing. And if anyone out here listening, including you ladies, you know, y'all modern women, the ones that like to be flown out, instead of being flown out, why don't you check out this clip here, and which can help improve all your living situations. Okay, check this out.
Hi, it's Frank back with you, and I want to answer the question, what's in it for you? Why should you join M.A.P? Well, with M.A.P, you get a business in a box. Let's take a look at what you get with this incredible system. First, and most importantly, you can receive unlimited $247 payments 24/7. Now, keep in mind, M.A.P does not collect your money when people join you. You may have been with a company that collects your money and puts it in an e-wallet or pays you out once a month. 30 days is way too long for us, and it's probably too long for you to wait as well. Each member who joins you will pay you immediately by whatever means you choose, and we give you plenty of options in the payment section. As we take a look in the payment section, you can see the payment processors that you could use. Authorized.net, PayPal, Stripe, Cash App, Dinero, Venmo, Gizmo, and Manual. Manual is for anything you don't see here. So however you want to be paid, if it's not listed here, you would just list it under Manual and you would get paid that way. You get a complete sales funnel system included in your members area, prospect pulling capture pages, and dynamic sales pages. You can take a look at them right here. We have 2 capture pages and 2 sales pages that you see, plus we have one that is not listed here that we also use. These types of marketing tools usually cost you a pretty penny each month, which takes us to the next benefit and one of the key highlights of M.A.P. There are no monthly charges whatsoever with M.A.P. No hidden charges. We believe that you should market at will. And so we want to save you money by not having you pay us each month. Now, that wasn't easy for us to do, but we completed that task of giving you a free members area, which includes lots of stuff that you're learning about right now. So you pay one time and use M.A.P for life. What would you expect to pay for a system like this? Well, let's go to Google. I wanted to just run through a few charges to see what it might cost you to have a site like M.A.P. which you get for free. How much for a landing page? $1,000 to $1,500 in many cases. Creating a strategic landing page can cost $1,500 to $2,000. You get 2 of those and 3 sales pages for free. Okay, the next one is, how much does it cost to get a web page done? Well, that's $200 up front and $50 a month to maintain it. We don't have any monthly charges here. How much do web developers charge per page? $500 to over $5,000. So we're giving you quite an opportunity here to join a company that can really get you where you want to go, and you don't have to spend all the money to get there. Now, I know this is not common to hear, but we feel it's a way that we can give back because we've done very well in this industry. So that's the bottom line. You join M.A.P one time and you don't have a monthly charge, so that's pretty awesome. We also offer built-in autoresponders that do the follow-up for you. So once prospects opt in, we break down their defenses with follow-up letters and convincing videos, just like the ones you've seen so far. Now, this entire members area is known as the tracking interface, which updates your progress in real time. You'll know what every prospect is doing and what every member is doing as they do it. It's pretty awesome. We also have available for you, done-for-you traffic packages and strategies. You push a few buttons and you watch the traffic flow into your system. Couldn't be any easier. And you also get phenomenal support from Laura and me, as we have done this before and know exactly what you need to do to be successful here. After all, it's our reputation at stake, and we take that very seriously. So here's what this business has done for us. You know, we have a Jeep, and the other day we were out off-roading and hit some rocks and did a little damage to the front end. So I brought it into a mechanic, and he looked it over and said, man, you did some serious damage here. So he did a lot with the brakes and whatever they do to the front end, the rotors and all that stuff. I don't know a lot about that, but he did a lot of work on the vehicle. And when it was over, the bill was $1159.74, as you see here in the circle. And I just gave him my debit card and just came right out of my account. I don't have to worry about issues that come up because we created a business, and you can do the same thing. That's the point I'm making here, is that when you can pay right out of your pocket, not have to worry about insurance, not have to borrow any money, it's an amazing feeling, and I want that for you. So when you boil it all down, what's in it for you is a lot. So let's get you started. Just enroll from this page, and we look forward to seeing you in your very own free members area with M.A.P. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to work with you.
Hopefully you guys made it through the end of this video. Let me just say real briefly before I wrap my video up that if anything that I see or it presents itself that may be a benefit to anyone here on YouTube, and particularly my audience, I would share it. As I said before, we are right now currently dealing with inflation, and now they're saying that we may be approaching a recession. Okay, and I feel that everyone listening needs to do what it takes, take steps into surviving. I think what they said, 2-3 years of this. So yes, folks, we definitely need to look into that. It can may be beneficial to you and to your family. Also, I feel that I'm in good integrity, and I do not believe in shady, scammy, quick get rich quick schemes. Excuse me. Only stuff that is legit. And if you want, you can also have the opportunity to speak of the owner of my automatic pay. Okay. Now, moving on. I'm checking out on this video. Please tell me what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Or you just don't give a damn? Because it seems that all these men, not I won't say all, but it seems like as if some of these men just want to simp on some IG models and waste their money knowing damn good and well that she may not be giving up anything. My take on this, again, I'm gonna stress safety. Safety is always an issue, and we're adults here, folks. We have to openly communicate on what is to be expected. Now, express your views down below in the comments. All I ask is you keep them respectful. And with that being said, I want us to stay healthy, stay positive, but most importantly, be safe out here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.